Okay, we're about to get into it, but before we start, I'd like to point out the location of the like button. I'd really appreciate it if you could give me a thumbs up. Okay, the gang's all here. Now, if you remember last week, we left off as Noah was preparing for the flood. We're going to pick up in Genesis 7, 1 through 24. Genesis 7, 1 through 24. God also tells Noah to gather up a bunch of food for him, his family, and his animal buddies. They're going to need some serious space and stockpiles of food. Yeah, no kidding. Can you even imagine how crazy crowded that ark must have been with all those animals? Not only the animals, but all their food as well. Impossible, right? But here's the kicker. Nobody said anything about taking full-grown animals. So now picture all those adorable tiny baby animals. Can you imagine that scene? Not quite so crowded now, Maynard. Not near so much food or space required. God tells Noah, hey, this is doable. So Noah rolls up his sleeves and he gets to work doing everything exactly as God instructed. Talk about a guy on a mission. Moving along now to Genesis 8, 1 through 22. So after months of solid rain, God remembered Noah and all the animals that are on that big boat. And just like that, a wind blew over the earth and the water started to go down. The rain stopped and the deep waters and the heavens, well, they closed up. No more crazy flood. Slowly but surely, the water kept receding. After 150 days, the ark came to rest on a mountain in the mountains of Ararat. But it took a while, but eventually, the tops of the mountains became visible. You know, Noah, after waiting 40 days, well, he sent out a raven to see if things were cool, but they just kept flying back and forth. So he gave it another shot with a dove, hoping to find dry land. But the dove couldn't find a place to chill because water covered everything. Bummer, right? Well, Noah wasn't giving up. He knew he had to wait it out. He knew he really didn't have an option. Now, after 7 more days, he sent out the dove once more. And when it came back, guess what? It had a fresh olive leaf in its beak. That was a big clue for Noah that things were finally getting better. So after another week, he sent the bird out again. This time it didn't return. That meant the water was all gone. Now finally, on the first day of Noah's 601st year, well, the earth was dry. Noah opened up the ark, and God told him and his tribe, yo guys, come on out. Now Noah listened to God and did just that. They all got out. And all the different kinds of animals and birds, well, they came out in awesome order. It was like a parade of creatures. Now, Noah, being the grateful dude that he was, built an altar to thank the Lord. He offered sacrifices from all the clean animals and birds. The smell was awesome, barbecue. So check this out. Now, right after the whole flood ordeal, God gave Noah and his sons a major blessing. He straight up told them, you be fruitful and multiply, fill up the whole earth. Then get this, every single creature was put under their authority. Talk about boss stature. But hold on, there was a catch. Don't go chomping on that meat that's still got blood in it, all right? And here's some heavy stuff. God's going to hold each and every one of us accountable for taking someone's life. It's like a big chain of responsibility from animals to humans. Everybody in between. If you spill human blood, guess what? Your blood's going to be spilled by humans. Now, God made mankind in his own image, so taking a life of a human, well, that's some sacred stuff right there. Now, here's the deal. God made an awesome covenant with Noah and his sons. It's not just for them, but for their descendants and every creature that rolled with them on the ark. It's like a super PAC, God promised that he'd never destroy all life with a big old flood ever again. No more Noah's Ark situation. Phew. So from that day on, God also promised that the seasons and the cycle of life would never stop. Seed time and harvest, hot and cold, summer, winter, day and night. It's here to stay as long as the earth endures. And here's where it gets even cooler. God said, check this out. Check out this sweet rainbow I'm putting up in the clouds. It's a sign of the covenant between me and the whole earth. So whenever those clouds roll in and that rainbow shows up, well, God's like saying, yo guys, remember our everlasting covenant. No more flood, no more doom. So to sum it all up, God made a deal with Noah and all life on this planet. We have to respect each other, not spill each other's blood, and remember that the rainbow means hope and promise. It's a pretty solid arrangement, my friends. Let's keep it real and live with that love. So there you have it. Noah, the ark, the flood, and God's promise for a never-ending world. Now, I hope you enjoyed this little tale from the Bible. It's absolutely wild and an amazing tale filled with faith and the power of listening to God. I hope you found it as intriguing as I did. Let me know your thoughts. Now, if you enjoyed these presentations of Noah and the ark, please click that like button. If you think your friends and family might appreciate them, well, tap that share button as well. Even if you didn't care for them, annoy your friends and family and share them anyway. Now, you may think, yeah, that story makes for a good movie. But come on, this story was only symbolic. Well, now, next week, I may just convince you this story, well, it's as real as it gets. So till next week, everybody.